Hello and welcome into my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Welcome in, welcome in. So today's video is going to be about rainbows. Yes, just like animal totems and angel numbers and colors and all these different things we see inside of our lives, everything happens for a reason and everything has a significance and a meaning, down to the people that we meet inside of our lives. Sometimes even if it's just a short meet and we just talk to somebody for a brief moment, we talk to a stranger, there is some kind of karmic exchange that is occurring there. There is a reason for every single thing that happens inside of our lives. Even if we cannot see that reason, there are meanings to everything. And there's also meaning to rainbows. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the meaning for rainbows, the symbolic meaning behind it, and also the spiritual meaning behind rainbows. What it means for you spiritually as you spiritually ascend throughout your life journey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what we can learn about the meaning behind rainbows. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with when seeing a rainbow can apply inside of your life. This can apply inside of your life when you are outside and you're in nature and the elements are just right. It's a rainy day, the sun is shining, and then a rainbow forms inside the sky. This can apply for you when you see a rainbow outside, inside of nature. It can also apply for you when you are meditating, or you just have a vision of a rainbow coming to you. You have a vision of a rainbow inside of your imagination that came out of nowhere. You didn't force it to happen. The rainbow came to your own mind. That's when this can also apply for you. The symbolism and meaning and message behind rainbow can also apply for you if you're just walking down the street and you're looking on the ground and all of a sudden you see a rainbow forming on the sidewalk. That is also going to mean a spiritual message for you as well. And it's important to note this because it's not just when you see a rainbow outside, it's when you see a rainbow in any areas of your life. It's when you see a rainbow when you're just looking down and you have a little rainbow on your shirt because the light is hitting the window just right and a rainbow forms on your clothing. That is also a beautiful and magical sign to see. It is also a sign to see a rainbow if you see it inside of your dreams. Now, not all signs and animal totems and spiritual messages can apply in the physical realm with the same meaning as it does inside of the dream realm, but rainbows do carry on the same meanings generally inside of the dream realm. So what is the meanings for rainbows, as you guys have been waiting so patiently for? The meaning for a rainbow is magical, because rainbows, when you see it, it means that you are extremely fortunate. It means that you're extremely lucky, because in order for a rainbow to form, all of the elements just have to be just perfect for it to cast the 7 beautiful colors inside of your vision. All right, inside of where you're looking, all the elements have to be just right. So for example, in order for a rainbow to occur outside, inside of nature, it's got to have moisture, it has to have water element, and then also has to have fire element. It has to have some sun. And not only does it have to have water and the sun, but the sun also has to be lower to the earth. It can't be super high up. It's got to be a little bit lower to the ground, to our ground. And also it's got to be the light actually has to be coming from behind you. So the sun has to be coming from behind you, and then the water has to be also incorporated from the rain. So all of these things coming together is going to form a rainbow. And you also have to be looking at the right direction, the right spot, Sometimes a rainbow can be forming and you look in the other way and you don't even see it. So it is extremely fortunate and very lucky to see a rainbow. And those are some of the reasons why good fortune comes from seeing a rainbow, is because of how hard and how sometimes rare it can be to see a rainbow, because you have to be really lucky to see one. Another meaning for the rainbow is going to be the fact that it has to deal with abundance. Yes, fortune, lucky, abundance, kind of all in the same realm. But when you hear people talk about rainbows and you hear about things like follow the rainbow so you can get the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, this is actually very symbolic spiritually as well, because whenever you see a rainbow, you can see a rainbow at times when things are not looking so great inside of your life. You can see a rainbow at times when you're probably not feeling your best. But once you see that rainbow, you all of a sudden feel better. Once you see that rainbow, you all of a sudden feel like there's a little bit of hope, because wow, look at this beautiful magical thing that's occurring. Even without somebody knowing all the elements that had to be just perfect in order for a rainbow to occur, seeing a rainbow still lifts your spirits up. And there's a reason behind that, because of the energy that is being casted through the rainbow from the solar rays. The sun has all the different hues of colors inside of it, and the sun is just very high vibrational when it comes to energy. So when the sun has such a big impact in creating a rainbow, you can feel the sun, which symbolizes happiness, which symbolizes all these different things. Now, when we talk about abundance and we talk about abundance in this physical realm, some people will equate finances with abundance and equate that with happiness. And abundance and happiness go in the same, they tie in together. But it's really important to note that spiritually, the rainbow is coming into your life for you to acknowledge abundance, not in a financial way. It's not coming into your life to tell you that the pot of gold that's at the end of the rainbow for you is going to be one that's $1 million. It's actually, it could be coming into your life to tell you that you are having abundance in many different ways. You can have an abundance in creativity. You can have an abundance in happiness. You can have an abundance in love. You can have an abundance in so many different things, an abundance in resources, an abundance in ideas, an abundance in something that you are lacking inside of your life that you may not have even known that you're lacking, that you needed more of that thing in order for boundaries to be broken down for you, or in order for obstacles to come out of your way. You may have needed an abundance of certain things. And a rainbow comes into your life. When you see it, it's telling you that look up into the sky, or it's telling you to keep your hopes up. It's telling you that something magical is happening beneath the scenes, even if you can't see it. And with that, I'll also let you guys know that when a rainbow forms, it's you looking at it and you see a semicircle. You're seeing half of a circle. But really, a rainbow is a full circle. But it's hard to see that full circle from our vantage point. When we're walking on earth, it's hard to see that entire full circle rainbow. It's almost actually impossible. The only other people who have been able to see a full circle rainbow are people who have probably been skydiving, people who have been parachuting and coming out the sky, or flying jet or airplanes or helicopters. They've been able to see that full rainbow. But when you're walking on earth, you can only see the half of the rainbow. And that is a symbolism as well behind things are going great for you. There is a fortunate, luckiness that is occurring for you. There is hope, there's abundance, Things are a lot brighter than it seems. There's miracles that are happening for you. Elements, things working behind the scene just for the right moment, just for the right time to occur for you. But you might not be able to see the full picture, the full circle. But know that there's something in the works that is happening for you. That is what the rainbow is coming through to tell you. It's coming through to tell you that no matter how down you feel, no matter how pressured you feel, things are working in your favor, even if it doesn't seem like it. It's also coming through to tell you about divine timing, because it has to just be the perfect timing for a rainbow to occur. And so with that, you may have to be patient. There is an African proverb that talks about success and it taking a while. This proverb makes a lot of sense with the rainbow and the symbolism behind the rainbow. So the proverb says that the last to get rich ascends the mountain. So it's not about how fast you get there. It's about that perfect timing, right? And when we're looking at riches, we're talking about financial, we're talking about abundance in all forms. We're talking about abundance in joy, we're talking about abundance in all forms. But the thing about it is that there's no rushing creating a miracle. You can't rush the process of creating a miracle. You can't rush the process of greatness. That's another African proverb. Greatness isn't rushed for. You can't rush the process of a rainbow being, created inside the sky or being created for you. So the rainbow is coming through to your life to tell you to be patient for your blessings. It is coming through to your life to tell you that you are living a blessing right now, even if you cannot see it. It's telling you that brighter days are ahead of you, right? It's telling you that you're abundant in different ways that you may not be able to see, because those ways are being hidden for the betterment of you. And that's why the rainbow really comes through to symbolize magic, miracles, abundance, and blessings in disguise, okay? You can even see this rainbow when you are actually feeling great and you're having a great time. But a lot of times people see rainbows and it's really at a moment where you're not feeling the best. But you could be seeing a rainbow at a time where you also are feeling good. Now, here's when a rainbow is not going to apply. If you're forcing a rainbow to happen, right? So if, there's different ways to create a rainbow. You get a glass jar, or you get a flashlight and to make your own light, or you find the sun and you make sure the sun is behind you, and then you go ahead and you take a water hose and you spray it and the rainbow will form. Creating your own rainbow, that's rushing the process. Creating your own rainbow, that's artificially done. So that's not a time where the meaning or the spiritual meaning for the rainbow is going to apply. But yeah, so it is really important, you guys, to understand the meaning of the rainbow, because in life sometimes, especially inside this physical plane, we can get so caught up in money being the source of happiness. We can get so caught up in looking at what isn't working for us in life. And when we see a rainbow, it's just a moment to have hope. It's a moment to have gratitude. It's a moment to realize and sit back and think about the miracles that are happening right before your eyes, or the miracles that are happening. It's a moment for you to trust the process. It's a moment for you to trust in divine timing. And if you can do that, then you can truly be happy no matter what your circumstances are. You can truly always go back to happiness, go back to that spiritual awareness of having love and compassion in your heart, no matter what it is that you're going through. Another thing about the miraculous miracle rainbow is that we're seeing 7 colors here. So with these 7 colors, we can also look at it from a numerological standpoint. Now, I've talked about this in my number videos. I've talked about this in my numerology videos. whenever I talk about the number 7, it is always about spirituality. 7 is about spiritual growth. It's about spirituality. Even when we go over to the 7th energy chakra, the 7th energy center, which, chakras have been dated back all the way back to Kemet. It has been dated back all the way back from the beginning of time, when people started to understand how the body functions and how to raise their consciousness over to, a higher awareness. We've been able to understand these energy centers, but there's 7 of them. And then there's also the 7th one is when you're at the peak of spiritual enlightenment and awareness. And the number 7 also has to deal with spirituality. So there being 7 colors inside the rainbow symbolically represents spiritual growth as well. Because it's going to take a lot of spiritual growth for you to understand and interpret the meaning of the rainbow. It's a spiritual lesson. It's telling you that you're growing spiritually. It's telling you that you're growing spiritually if you open your eyes to accepting that growth. If you open your ears to hearing. If you open your intuition to seeing the beauty that is of you and your existence and your purpose. Meaning of the rainbow, you guys, this is what it's all about. Remember to be patient. Remember to really make sure that you are honestly being optimistic. Remember to make sure that you cannot see all that's happening, and to trust in the process. Remember that there's harmony that's occurring. Even if you're experiencing something really crappy, it's because things need to come into balance. It's because harmony needs to be formed. It's because, it's a time for you to pay off some karma. It's a time for you to learn something spiritual. It's a time for you to see the different sides of life and add some depth into your personality and your character. And also maybe even for you to pull back from your personality and character and dive within yourself to see the beauty of life and to see the beauty of your own soul. So remember to stay super optimistic. Remember to accept things for how they are. And remember that this life is always changing. There might be a rainbow today. There might be a rainbow tomorrow. There might not be a rainbow in this moment. But remember that life in itself, symbolically, it already is an entire rainbow. You just can't see it. So open your eyes to seeing it. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you guys are interested in any more spiritual guidance, you can book a reading with me. The links are inside the description box below, where I also have my handmade jewelry, like this crystal ankh pendant that I have over here that comes with the necklace as well. So you guys can check that out, and that is also going to be inside the link inside the description box below. And of course, like this video if you guys are liking it right now, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my spiritual guidance videos. So thank you so much for tuning into this video all about the rainbow, and I'll see you guys inside of the next video. Bye bye.